So guys, welcome to the new Therave ManCave. It's a little emptier than I thought. We're building a new man cave. So hello, what is up guys, I'm your host Therave and welcome to another video of building my setup. Yes, I am very happy that I'm able to launch the very first episode of Build My Setup, which I actually built a PC setup including the desk and surroundings and stuff for my cousin Brian. And right now, second episode unexpectedly, I am building my own setup because, we have moved our original Therave Man Cave to a brand new place over here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So without further ado, what is the very first thing of a man cave that we need to build today? Of course, we're gonna build some table, aka furnitures. But wait a minute, who owner wanna see furniture building, man? That is why we are going to do a little magic editing trick over here with the blast of the head. Bam! And we are done. So let me give you a small overview of the table that I've built over here. This is a 120 centimeter table that I bought from China. Yes, China. I mean those Chinese websites that these are like the cheap tables below $100. Yes, it is no IKEA table because it is so mainstream. I want something to look a little classic and there's a little modern and there's a little industrious feeling on it, and this is the table that I'm talking about. I mean, if you guys are interested in this kind of table, I will try to find some in Amazon and leave a link down below. Feel free to check it out. And we are gonna build another one. You hear me right. We're gonna build two of this 120 centimeter table. Yeah, let us get going. And we are pretty much done over here. As you can see, we have two identical tables over here. Actually, what I'm planning to do is to make an L desk. Yes, an L desk. Instead of me buying, a separate legit L desk, which to me, the disadvantage of those L desks is that the screen and me is a little too close together. I want something like 60 centimeter away from me because the screen that are going to be used in this setup is pretty darn epic. So the plan is I will want to have the longer side over here because we have our speakers, we have our very big monitors and stuff, we have peripherals, we have streaming gears. So I would rather to have this place is a little shorter than it is. So what I'm gonna do is to push the table over here and whoops, not hitting the wire though, and combine it to form an L-shaped desk. Pretty straightforward. So guys, the first thing we need to know is that what type of PC setup, what type of looks that we are going for. At first, I was going to put the PC over here, which we can have a pretty simple minimalistic looking with LEDs behind there, maybe a little curved screen, you know what I'm saying? But in the same time, I would also want to have a PC setup that is facing really big windows, facing beautiful views like those, you're living in London, you have those city views, very minimalistic, high classy view. And then it got me thinking, why can't we have both of them? I am going to put the setup right over here where I can have excellent view, and we got a pretty minimalistic white wall over here which we can put in LED backgrounds, LED backlights behind the screen or behind the table. Yep, we can have both now. So right now we are gonna get the PC up on going, but first of all we will have to introduce you guys my screen of monstrosity, which is the Acer ED series. I forget about the code number. We'll leave a link in the description. This, my friend, is by far the cheapest 32-inch 1080p curved display that I've ever seen in my life, and this screen is so underrated. I've never ever seen people actually use these because most of the people are moving towards ultra wide, such as the LG, such as the, you know, maybe the Acer Predator series, the Asus, the Samsung, but these guys need some love, man. I'm gonna show you guys, very probably I call this a live unboxing though, the screen. First of all, we're gonna get a couple of DVI cable, you know, pretty cute. They give me 2 DVI cable. I don't know what you want it for because, you know, HDMI is lit. And oh my god, this thing is heavy AF. So how am I gonna grab this thing out? Maybe I'm gonna pour it out like that. Hope I don't break anything. Ah, where's the screen? Oh, there goes the box. We got power cables, adapters, user manual that we probably won't be needing that, and of course a very modern leg, very modern, I would say, monitor stands, not leg. And where's the monitor? There goes our monitor. That, my friend, I present you the biggest monitor that I've ever used, the biggest and the cheapest monitor that I've ever encountered in my life, which is the ED series. You can tell oh my god, I almost dropped it. I am over 6 foot, and you can tell by the size. This is monstrous. And take a look at the back. We got pretty solid I/O over here. We got DVI, HDMI, VGA, whoever used VGA, oh my god. We got audio in, audio out, power, but unfortunately no display port. Oh my god, but what do you expect? This is super cheap, and look at that curve, so beautiful. We're gonna get this thing installed first. Installation of the screen is very straightforward. It is in fact toeless. As you can see, the back of the back plate over here, there is a screw which is pretty similar to the quick release clamp of DSLR camera stand. We just need to put it under there, you know, pull the ring up, start screwing in the stand. It is aluminum, it is pretty solid, but unfortunately, you know, this is a super fingerprint magnet. Oh my god, it is so damn heavy. Oh my god, there goes my first ever curved 32-inch display from Acer, which is very underrated. Highly recommend this screen, but I don't know how it actually looks like yet because I haven't started firing up the monitor yet. Right now we need to get the PC going. We need to grab a PC and start, you know, installing, you know? Yeah. And of course, the heart of the setup, which is my pride and joy, the Therave ManCave PC that I've recently upgraded to Intel Core i7 7070 and 16 gates of DDR4, will be the main attraction in this setup. But first of all, I will have to remove the foam in the PC because this thing has been through hell, through, you know, all those transportations. You know, we don't want to break anything. We will have some foam in there to protect the GPU, to prevent it from sagging, to prevent the Therave ManCave shroud from hitting the PCI. You know, you don't want to hit PCI or the PCB. So yep, we are now screwing up the case after removing the whole foam, and we need to think of an excellent position to put this little bad boy into the setup, which I probably think it will be at the floor. Okay, if you guys are actually planning to put your PC on the floor, make sure that you can find one of these, thick wood or plywood or whatsoever to use it as a base so that our PC over here won't suck up tons of dust that will make the interior looks ugly. And in the same time, it will kind of messing up the airflow as well. Man, I am so tired today. Okay, so far everything is looking good over here. The views are good, the screens are good, the PC are all hooked up, but the peripherals are not here yet. But for that, I will need to install a pair of really elegant studio-like speaker, which is the Edifier R1000 T4. I particularly choose these kind of speakers instead of the A2s. The first factor is price, because these speakers actually sounds better in terms of price to performance. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about, but in terms of price and performance is good. I'm not a bass head, so I will need to have speakers that doesn't really produce a lot of bass. I mean, the bass will be there, but not too intuitive, not too, not too boomy. If you know what I'm saying, those boomy bass like those in the Razer Kraken headset. Like overall, the speakers kind of suits the setup pretty well from here, and I am liking it already. Not too bad, huh? Okay, the first reason I choose this speaker, first of all, is the price to performance. The second thing is that, let's get one of these speakers and tear this front thing off. Second things, of course, is the looks. I mean, overall, this thing actually looks pretty darn similar to any professional grade studio monitor, and it looks absolutely beautiful. In order to make it much more studio grade looking setup, we will need to have one of these studio isolation pad that I actually bought on eBay. These are really cheap though, but it actually get the job done. Well, we need to put it on there. So as you can see, these studio pads are actually facing the speaker downwards, and we do not want that. We want the speaker to face directly in my face, I mean straight to the ear. So we are gonna orientate these isolation over here and put it right on top of that. Even though it looks a little big though, but bigger studio isolation pad actually looks nicer, in personal opinion that is. Alright, after getting all those cool screens, epic PC setup, let us move to the boring stuff, which is the peripherals. Okay, the stuff that I use over here is pretty darn standard. In fact, if I were to show you some of my stuff, some of you may actually go on to lit me up. Like, because I'm a Razer fanboy, there goes a Black Widow. It's not a Black Widow though. It is a Deathstalker, a Razer Deathstalker keyboard over here, because not a big fan of mechanical keyboards. I wanted to be a little silent, you know what I'm saying. And then the next thing that I have in here is, where is the headset? Yeah, I have speakers over here. This is the softbox. This, my friend, is the Razer Kraken again. Yes, I know that. Don't fire me. I am a Razer fanboy. I totally admit that. And moving up, we have a Razer Tartarus gaming pad over here, which is here. Yep, Tartarus gaming pad, which looks pretty badass. And then moving up, we have a HDMI cable. These are the good ones. And then we are having a mouse, which is a Razer Naga. Because with all the buttons, you can practically cheat in any games. I know that sounds pretty bad, but things just happens. You need to play a little cheatiness, and you know what I'm saying? using money to play on some cheats a little bit. Okay, the next thing that I'm having here is actually a Rode Video Mic Me. Yes, it is a Rode Video Mic Me. No, it is a Rode Video Micro, which I use for streaming in all my videos. Starting from, I totally forgot in which video I actually started to use this instead of the Blue Yeti, which is totally too mainstream, or the Razer Siren. I should have gone Razer Siren, but it is a little too big. I want to be a little, you know, thinking out of the box. I want my voice to be a little bassy, therefore I go for the Rode Video Micro over here with a stand. I'm gonna leave a link in the description if you are interested in this kind of setup. I get an extension cable over here to go with the mixer, and yes, we have a mixer which is our Behringer mixer over here. This is the Behringer Zenex 302 USB over here, which is pretty good because I don't really have that much cash to burn to get myself a Scarlett. And then we have a lot of more USB extension cables. These are the boring stuff over here. Oh, and then get the mouse out of here, out of the way a little bit. Oh my God, it's all tangled up. Nope, it's not great news. Nope. Okay, next we are of course gonna have our Ethernet cable. These are Cat 6. Gonna leave that there, and I realized that we do not have a mouse pad. So wait. We do have a mouse pad. Let us do a live unboxing of this mouse pad over here. This, my friend, if I'm not mistaken, is the cheapest super extra long mouse pad that I actually get it from eBay. No, I think it's from Amazon somewhere. That's like some Chinese brand. Let me show you guys. We are not using any Razer mouse pad because that's a little bit too colorful. And there it goes. Our super long mouse pad is enough for our Therave, our keyboard and our mouse. And it is, what's the brand of this? It is a K-Mon mouse pad. It is, the texture actually feels pretty similar to the Razer Speed version mouse pad. I'm gonna leave it here. And yeah, we got a headphone over here. We actually need a headphone stand. Yes, headphone stands. We actually got some headphone stands over here. Yeah. Let us unbox the headphone stand. There it goes. This is the newbie headset stand over here. We actually need to assemble this thing over here. We will, you know, try to assemble it later because, you know, we need to plug all those boring stuff into the PC. Yeah, more on this later.